warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the Group 3.
Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Rosliana Atmaja and
my name is Nova Lasmina Sitorus.
My name Laura Salsabila.
My name Widya Nintiasari.
My name is Aulia Zulfa Sudrajat.
We will present a journal about corona therapy for hypertension.
Let's get started!
For the first is the abstract part. Researchers have found that the body has a biological clock or circadian rhythm that affects all cells and organs, including blood pressure. Normally, blood pressure rises in the morning, which can increase the risk of heart attacks or stroke. Until now, blood pressure medication are usually taken in the morning. However, blood pressure that doesn't drop at night can also be harmful. Because of this, some studies have tried giving blood pressure medication at night. The results showed that taking blood pressure medicine at night can help control blood pressure over 24 hours, including during sleep. This approach may also benefit people with other conditions like diabetes, sleep disorders, or kidney disease. However, since study results are still inconsistent, more research is needed to confirm the benefit and how chronotherapy or treatment based on timing actually works. And the next is introduction. Chronotherapy is a treatment approach that considers the timing of medication to align with the body's natural rhythms or circadian rhythm, in order to maximize effectiveness and minimize side effects. Daily activities such as sleeping, eating, and exercising influence how the body absorbs, distributes, metabolizes, and eliminates medication. However, most current medications are not prescribed based on the time of day. Hypertension or high blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Human blood pressure typically rises in the morning and falls during sleep. If blood pressure does not drop at night, or known as non-dipping, the risk cardiovascular disease increase. Therefore, it has been suggested that taking antihypertensive medication at night may be more effective than taking it in the morning. Studies since the late 1980s have shown that nighttime dosing of antihypertensive medication can improve 24-hour blood pressure patterns. However, many Syrians have not yet adopted this approach, as more high-quality research is still needed to confirm its benefits.
Method. An extensive search of the literature was conducted in December 2017 to identify publications regarding the treatment of HTN that also focused on the use of chronotherapeutic principles, namely time of day. PubMed, Google Scholar, and Scopus were used to search for the following keywords and their combination: chronotherapy and hypertension, chronotherapy and high blood pressure, nighttime and dosing, and hypertension evening dosing, and hypertension bedtime and dosing, and hypertension. Articles were limited to the English language and human studies. Original articles including case reports, meta-analysis, and systematic review, while poster or talk abstract were excluded. Publications were limited to the 5 years period, the January 2013 to December 2017.
And then, result. However, this study did not include overnight or sleep
measure of BP and include use of various other medication constantly. Furthermore, this was a non-significant P plus 0.052 difference in baseline office CBP, mean difference of 5 mm Hg, which may have led to a negative result in this study. These results are also similar to previous work and could also be attributed to the relatively long half-life, greater than 20H, and of the ERB almost strength 86. A systematic review condition to evaluate the improved effectiveness of aspirin by changing the timing of administration of the primary and secondary prevention of CVD report on 12V studies, including 9 RCTs that describe outcome of BP 87 and 88. In general study which examined younger population with untreated mild HTN or pre-HTN report recorded to 24H. CBP and DBP with aspirin was administration in the evening. Thank you.
Discuss was made because of the potential benefit, particularly for nighttime PD, improvement in the recurrence task, and in some cases, overall 24-hour PD, and more serious cardiovascular clinical outcomes, without an increase of adverse effects, as seen with glucagon, peptide 1, GLP-1 receptor agonists for the treatment of type 2 diabetes. GLP-1 receptor agonists have been shown to lower both systolic SBP and systolic DPP blood pressure.
Conclusion: a systematic review conducted to evaluate the improved effectiveness of aspirin by changing the timing of administration on the primary and secondary prevention of CVD reported on 12 studies, including 9 RCTIs, that describe outcomes of BP 87-88. In general studies which examined younger population with untreated mid-HTN or pre-HTN, reported reduced 24 SBP and DBP when aspirin was administered in the evening. A systematic review conducted to evaluate the improved effectiveness of aspirin by changing the timing of administration on the primary and secondary prevention of CVD reported on 12 studies, including 9 RCTIs, that describe outcomes of BP 87-88 in general studies which examined younger population with untreated mid-HTN or pre-HTN, reported reduced 24 SBP and DBP when aspirin was administered in the evening.
EPA. And the last is acknowledgement. Chronotherapy for hypertension is an innovative approach that involves timing medication administration to align with the body's natural cardiac rhythm. This method can enhance the effectiveness of antihypertensive treatment and potentially reduce cardiovascular risk. Number 1. Cardiac rhythm. Blood pressure follows a natural to 24-hour cycle, typically peaking in the morning and dipping at night. And 2. Timing of medication. Administering antihypertensive medication at specific times, such as bedtime, can improve blood pressure control and reduce risk of cardiovascular event. And 3. The last benefit. Chronotherapy may lead to better overall blood pressure profiles, improve patient outcome, and reduce side effects. Thank you for attention. Bye bye.
Thank you for your